There are 1.2 million chronically lonely older people in the UK, and 500,000 can go 5 or 6 days without speaking to anyone. That's according to Campaign to End Loneliness. But one organisation here in York is hoping to change the lives of those who feel social exclusion with a volunteer-run scheme.
So our Social Connections programme is a programme of activity for employee volunteers to support older people living in care homes, independent living communities, to support them doing activities. So the programme was set up to address a need to support older people who might be experiencing loneliness and social isolation. So it's about addressing those issues and bringing people who are living in care homes and independent living communities together to enjoy spending time together, to make friends and to take part in lots of different activities that our employee volunteers bring to the homes.
Contributing to the well-being of older people, volunteers can spend as much time as they like getting those who feel isolated out and about into the community.
Volunteers can do anything that interests them. In the past we've had people delivering parties, so the parties have been, we've had sing-alongs, we've had musical bingo, they've had crafts, we've also had volunteers bringing in home baking and doing planting with old people living in the care homes.
So how do schemes like Social Connections impact on those who are vulnerable and at risk of isolation?
I just think it's important for people to feel like they're still a part of the community, that people still care about them, that they're still needed and that people can still learn from them. It helps to give them a sense of purpose still that they may have lost if they have experienced losing a bit of independence by moving from the community into a care home. I think the volunteers see the difference that they're making to an older person in that time, and they sort of not only sort of get that instant joy and happiness of seeing people connecting, but they also feel like they are really making a difference to someone's lives. But they also get to hear of stories of what it was like for old people who might have worked at these companies that the volunteers have come from, and they get to listen to how things have changed in the time since that person has worked there to that volunteer working there now. So they get a whole range of benefits from taking part, and also it's fun and they enjoy it and they keep coming back for more, so that's what.
I spoke to some people in York about why it's important to ensure older people are involved within our community.
Elderly people are often vulnerable and they may well be isolated and alone, and they can also be great contributors to the community. They've got wealth of experience. I mean, there are lots of projects where elderly people have been involved in childcare, and there's been a reciprocal interaction between young people and older people.
In a university context, I think that we might give off sometimes a wrong stereotypical image of just people who go out and get drunk and make a lot of noise and leave cheesy chips lying about. So I think hopefully that can help break a stereotype, a preconceived image that they might have of us, and appreciate that not all, young people are uneducated and rude, but sort of giving back and helping out.
Well, I think it works both ways, because it helps the people who are actually including the old people too. I think it gives them a sense of purpose. But it makes old people feel wanted, I think, and part of society, because you become invisible as you get older. And I think it makes you feel part of everything.
With lonely people more likely to suffer from diseases such as dementia, heart disease and depression, Social Connections hopes to make a positive impact by reducing the amount of time an older person can go without interaction. Caroline Davies, That's TV.